We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Lions nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Brings up certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. He will push his way down to about the 14. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Lions, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down.
Back to throw, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give it to Peterson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. the gun, Stafford. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing. Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
At the 36-yard
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give, this is Moss. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Moss, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
22-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st and goal, Drake. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
51, Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 37-yard line. A 5-yard gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, even I can figure out that DeAndre Hopkins is clearly one of the best receivers in the game. Over the last 3 seasons, over 1,100 yards in each season. And don't forget, defenses have been keying on him
each and every snap. This guy produces no matter what the situation, no matter what the coverage. Just find him and get him the football.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Recovered by Detroit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Byron Murphy, the first pick of the second round there defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Drake, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Tackled at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, Mike, 20.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Operating from the gun, Murray, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
48-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford to his tight end, James. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Swift. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 at over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Brings us 2nd down and goal. Stafford, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
4th down and goal.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
3-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
6-man. Check curls, check curls.
From the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
10 yards on the
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Rolling to his right. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Stafford. And some room to maneuver. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Right back to Drake. And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who says signaled down.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Lions 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now
on 2nd down, Swift.
At the 30.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. Clinton Hicks brought him down. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Stafford on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Arizona, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.